Okay, so let's continue our discussion. Okay, आवाज आ रही है राहुल? So let's continue what we have discussed in the previous class. Just recall all those points. That means first of all we draw the single line diagram of the given power system and then represent on the single line diagram by the leakage reactance in per unit of each element. That means transmission line and transformer. Okay, and then draw the single line diagram in per phase, and finally evaluate the equivalent reactance of the power system as seen from the fault point. Okay, next, how we can find the fault current, that means symmetrical type fault current. So when you follow this step, your circuit is becomes to look like this way. That means EMF induced represented by E. Okay, E in per unit, that means equal to 1 at an angle of 0 degree, and equivalent leakage reactance up to the fault, that is represented by X equivalent, okay, up to the point connected in series with the EMF voltage, and then finally connected through the fault. This one is at this point fault take place. Okay, so the path of this current, that means fault current, that is represented by IF. So how we can find the IF here? What is the value of IF here? Rahul? How we can write here IF equal to how much? From the circuit, this is very simple, na? You have source of EMF that is represented by E, that is equal to nothing but 1 at an angle of 0 degree. That means taken as the reference voltage, and reactance value is connected in series. Okay. So what is the value of IF? That is fault current. Voltage.
So IF is equal to
Yeah, tell
E
me.
by Z.
E by Z. So here simply in place of Z, you have only reactance value. Is it not? Resistance value is 0. So simply you write here E by equivalent reactance. Let me see. Is it not? Resistance value is 0. How we can
Yes, sir.
Is it not? So all these value given to you in per unit. Okay. Voltage and leakage reactance are also represented in per unit. So IF is represented in per unit. Is it not? So IF equal to E divided by X, that means reactance value in per unit. Okay. So how we can write here fault current that is represented by IF equal to EF divided by JXE given in per unit. So voltage and reactance given in per unit, that means IF is also in per unit. So just write here the mathematical equation of fault current equal to IF equal to E divided by JX. Not. So fault current that is represented by IF equal to EF divided by reactance value. Means JXE. So right here. EF E in per unit, that means 1 at an angle of 0 degree. So in per unit divided by JXE. X equivalent in per unit. Equivalent in per unit. So this one given in IF in also per unit. So it represented something like this one. E in per unit. So how we can find out the actual fault current value? This one. What is the value of actual fault current? This one in per unit, na? So this value is represented in per unit. If you want to find the fault current in actual value, then how we can find this one? If any quantity given in per unit, how we can find the actual quantity? What is the formula of per unit quantity, per unit value? Can you remember? Per unit quantity is equal to nothing but actual value in any unit divided by base value in same unit, that will be. So IF even in per unit, if you want to find the actual fault current, that means IF is not current. So that is nothing but IF in per unit into base value is not. So actual value of fault current can be written as value of fault current that is represented by IF equal to IF in per unit into base current of IF is not. So I base, that means this right here. Rahul? Hello? How we can represent the per unit value in any quantity? IF in actual, that means a fault
divided by base.
maybe write in here in actual value. So IF equal to per unit quantity into base value. Is not. So IF in per unit into I base. So IF in per unit into I base value. I base. How you can find the I base current? We already find here fault current in per unit. If we find the base current, then we can able to calculate the fault current in actual value. That means IVF per unit into I base. You know. So how we can find
Yes,
the
sir.
base current? Have you remembered how we can represent the complex power? Yes. Complex power is represented by
S is equals to
S equal to exactly √3 into VLIL. Is not
yes, sir.
line voltage into line current. Okay. So just write here complex power that is equal to nothing but √3 VLIL. Or you may be say that 3 V phase I phase. Not. Or complex power in 3 phase equal to root 3 into VL or maybe root 3 into V phase I phase. If you represent all the voltage and current in phase, that means simply 3 times of per phase voltage and current. Okay. And if you represent voltage in line and current, then root 3 VL into IL. So whatever you may want. So root 3. Most probably your 3-phase system given voltage in line. So maybe choose this one. That means complex power equal to root 3 into VL. Single phase, your voltage may be given in per phase, but generally in 3-phase system, your voltage given in line voltage. So maybe complex power represented as root 3 VLIL. So here we can find the I base current. That means VL IL equal to complex power divided by root 3 into VL. Is not for IL equal to, so IL. So from this equation we can find the IL equal to complex power S divided by root 3 into VL. Is it not? So just write here I base equal to complex power divided by root 3 into VL. This value equal to complex power divided by root 3 into VL. This one is your complex power, no? So complex power is divided by root 3 into VL. Into VL. So this is your base current. So if you multiply this base current by the per unit fault current, then you will get the value of fault current in actual value. Now, if you want to find out the short circuit MVA, capacity of short circuit MVA, how you can find out? Capacity of short circuit MVA. Okay. MVA means voltage into current, application of voltage into current. As you see the unit of MVA. So capacity of short circuit MVA or you may say that fault MVA, whatever you may want. So fault MVA. So this one is equal to how much? Fault current into voltage. So VF, that means pre-fault value in per unit into whatever you calculate the per unit value of fault current. So just multiply here. That means short circuit capacity of MVA is given in per unit. That means VF pre-fault value in per unit. So just write here. MVA, what is the unit of MVA? Voltage into current. M is your 10 to the power 6, na? So main unit is your ampere and voltage. Means so VF, that VF is represented as the pre-fault voltage. So pre-fault voltage, that is nothing but represented here in the circuit diagram E at an angle of 1 at an angle of 0 degree. So VF is nothing but pre-fault voltage at in per unit. So pre-phase voltage VF is your pre-fault voltage in per unit. per unit into IF in per unit, that is fault current in per unit, whatever you calculated here, the first equation. So just put here, that means IF in per unit, is not IF in per unit. So this one is given is your EF in per unit and IF in per unit. Suppose that here given to you fault impedance that is represented by ZF. So what is the fault current value? In this circuit, directly here connected to the fault, that means no fault impedance provided to you. Suppose that fault impedance given to you in series, that means here connected ZF, that is represented by ZF. So now what is the value of fault current? That means the voltage divided by total impedance, is not voltage divided by total impedance. So up to this point is given to you Jx equivalent E, and here suppose that fault impedance given to you ZF. So just simply add in denominator part Jx equivalent in per unit plus ZF, that means fault impedance. Okay, so maybe right here, if so now we just calculate here capacity of short circuit MVA in per unit, since this voltage and current in per unit, is not. So just connect here. This short circuit MVA capacity is also in per unit. Now if you want to calculate the short circuit capacity MVA in actual value, so just simply multiply by the base value and per unit value, is not. So actual value of short circuit MVA is equal to how much, Rahul? Actual value of short circuit MVA is equal to how much? Just simply apply this method, na? How you can calculate from the per unit fault current to actual value of fault current. Just simply apply the same formula. What is equal to this one? Actual value of short circuit MVA equal to Rahul, just tell me. Short circuit MVA in per unit, not into base value of MVA, that is represented by nothing but plus power in S. So just multiply here short circuit MVA in per unit, short circuit MVA in per unit. Just tell me. Short circuit MVA in per unit into actual base value of the MVA, that means S. So this one is represented by here in per unit into complex power of S. So just simply multiply by the S. A not, that means base value. Now tell me, if the fault impedance given to you, what is the fault current value? Just only changes in the denominator part of this equation. Okay. Rahul, are you there? So if fault impedance is given to you ZF, fault impedance is equal to ZF, then IF equal to how much? Rahul, just tell me.
Yes, sir.
IF equal to how much? If fault impedance is given to you ZF, what is the value of fault current value? IF equal to
Say E
E S
by ZF.
by ZF. So just look the circuit diagram of the previous one. X equivalent is already consistent in previous circuit. Now if you consider that the previous circuit, fault impedance is also given to you ZF. That means this part is added in denominator part of this one, na? Is not. Whatever the X equivalent, and then another
Yes,
terms
sir.
of impedance is added in the total impedance of the circuit, that is JX equivalent plus ZF. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
So this one is your E in per unit, that means divided by JXE plus ZF. Is not? So JXE equivalent given to you per unit. So X equivalent in per unit plus ZF. X equivalent in per unit plus ZF, total impedance of the circuit. So here ZF So in this way, we can calculate the short circuit fault current and short circuit MVA of the three-phase system. Okay. Now, if you consider one example of the power system where we calculate the fault current and short circuit MVA. So here just taken the one example here. That means this is your problem where the two generator are connected in the power system and two transformer. With the transmission line, all the parameters given to you, and fault take place at this point, that is symmetrical fault. Okay, we like to ground fault. So now just tell me how we can approach to solve this problem. So first one, you have to remember the procedure of how we can calculate the symmetrical fault analysis or fault current. What is the first procedure?
So we have to draw the single line diagram
Okay, single line diagram. Next one is here.
and then calculate the equivalent EMF value, and
Yeah.
then calculate the Z value, and then the same procedure as previous.
Okay. So I think procedure number 1 is given to you in problem. That means single line diagram is already drawn in problem. Okay. Now just you have to find out the fault current or short circuit MVA. That means the next step you have to follow the second step. Is it not? So in the second step you have to represent in the single line diagram all the reactance value in per unit. Is it not? All the reactance value in per unit.
Yes,
So
sir.
suppose that if any system, in any system, we want to any parameters represent in the per unit. So first of all, we have to choose the base MVA rating and base kilovolt rating, and that means voltage rating. Okay, base MVA and base voltage. So how we can just choose the base MVA and base voltage? Have you idea about this one? Generally, we take the rated value of MVA and voltage rating of the system. Okay, the rated value of the MVA and kilovolt rating as the base voltage. So suppose that in generator number 1 and generator number 2 is connected to that means bus number 1 and bus number 2 in the power system, which is from this bus one transformer is connected. Parameters are already mentioned here, and similarly the bus from bus 2 one transformer is connected and supply given through the transmission line. Okay, so what is the base MVA in the system up to this point? If you consider transformer one parameter is given to you 100 MVA, 11 kilovolt, 132 kilovolt. That means transformer LV side voltage is given to you 11 kilovolt, and secondary side which is connected to the transmission line. So increase the voltage from 11 kilovolt to 132 kilovolt and power transfer to the load side. Okay. So up to primary side, that means the low voltage side of the transformer 1, or you maybe say that transformer 2, what is the maximum voltage rating? 7 kilovolt. Generator 1 is given to you rating 100 MVA, 11 kilovolt, and reactance value given in 15%. Okay. And next, for generator 2, our rating is given to 50 MVA, 11 kilovolt, and reactance value is 10%. So now, if we suppose that we choose the or assume that we assume the base MVA rating MVA is equal to how much? Maximum MVA rating of the system, that is nothing but यहाँ पे दिया सेकंड में कितना दिया 50 दिया हुआ है और 100 दिया हुआ है तो मैक्सिमम वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू 100 MVA is not. So base MVA we consider 100 MVA. Just I think consider these things in per unit quantity. So MVA. What is the base voltage? Consider here. Base voltage equal to how much? 11 kilovolt. On the transmission line, LV side, is not on the transmission line. On the transmission line, low voltage side, low voltage side of the transformer, is not side of the transformer. Base voltage it changes from high voltage side of the transformer. So base voltage from high voltage of the transformer is maximum voltage is 132 kilovolt. So base voltage is changes here. Okay, from 7 kilovolt to 132 kilovolt. So when the reactance value calculated in percentage or maybe per unit value, then up to this point, that means the low voltage of the transformer, your base voltage is 11 kilovolt. And if you consider any parameters in per unit from the high voltage side of the transformer, then you just consider the base voltage as a 132 kilovolt. Now, just we calculate the reactance value in per unit of the generator 1. So how we can calculate? Reactance value of generator 1 in per unit equal to how much? कितना होगा राहुल? Reactance value of generator 1 value of generator 1 that means generator 1 के लिए क्या है? MVA बेस रेटिंग 100 है और 11 किलो वोल्ट है. That means same रहेगा, जो बेस वैल्यू लिया है वही है. That means whatever the given value of for the generator 1 in per unit, that is equal to same in this case, whatever we consider the base 100 MVA and base voltage. So this one is represented as, suppose that xg1 in per unit equal to how much? Reactance value given to you in percentage, that means 15%, is not? So xg1 equal to given to you percentage, that means xg1 equal to 15%. So if you want to convert in per unit, equal to how much? That means divide by 100. So 0.15, is not? Now what is the reactance value of generator 2? Reactance value of generator 2 is represented by x suffix g2 I will remember how we can represent it per unit. That means if you different base MVA and base voltage are, how we can calculate the per unit reactance value for the different base MVA. Hello. Rahul, how we can calculate the per unit reactance value for the different base and MVA and base voltage rating?
So actual value by base value.
Actual value and base value. Actual value divided by base value for one base value. If you want to calculate another base value, suppose that for one base value given to you reactance value in per unit. Now if you want to find for the another base value, so have you followed the, I think these things already I have discussed in the machine class also, transformer part. Have you followed that one for the electrical machine of gate classes? Where we already discussed these things. Per unit quantity representation. How we can represent the, suppose that quantity given to you in per unit for one base value. Now we want to that per unit value represent in another base value. So have you followed that one? No.
So we have to first find the actual value, and then we have to find the per unit value with another base value.
No, that is the basic formula for any quantity. If you want to represent it per unit, that is nothing but actual value divided by base value in the same unit. Is it not? Actual value
Yes,
and
sir.
base value in the same unit. Now I want to say that if any quantity given to you in per unit for a one base value. Now we want to find that reactance value in per unit for another base value. Okay. So this formula we already drive in the electrical machine class, I think. Okay. So if you have remembered, then okay. Otherwise, it's just follow this one. The per unit quantity for old base value and all MVA value, whatever is given to you, that means into MVA new divided by MVA old into kilovolt old divided by kilovolt new whole square. Okay. So suppose that if you put on this formula, the reactance value of the generator value is changes. What is the current value given to you here? That means 10%. Means 10% is given to you for which one? 10 MVA and 11 kilovolt. So this value changes for the base value of 100 MVA and 11 kilovolt. Since this one is your changes base MVA, is it not? This 10% is given to you on the basis of base MVA of 50. Now we consider the base MVA 100 MVA. So this value is your changing. Okay. So just try to represent this one. Whatever the old value into MVA new divided by MVA old into kilovolt old divided by kilovolt new whole square. Okay. So MVA rating is changes, that means 100 divided by 50. New is 100 and old is your 50 MVA. So what is your value? 100 divided by 50 equal to 2. That means you multiply by 0.1 and kilovolt value is same, that means 11 kilovolt and 11 kilovolt, so that is not changing. So just consider only 0.1 into 100 divided by 50, that means 0.2, is not. So xg2 is represented as here xg2 equal to in per unit, that means x per unit old given to you 0.1, so 0.1 into MVA new divided by MVA old. So MVA new is your 100 and MVA old is your 50. So just 100 divided by 50. This is formula basically, nothing but. So we can change the per unit value of the any another base value. Okay, and into multiply by kilovolt old divided by kilovolt new. So kilovolt old is your 11 kilovolt and new is also 11 kilovolt. So just 11 by 11 is cancelled out. So you maybe simply say that 1. So here whole square. So that is nothing but 0.2. This is changes. Now similarly you can find the per unit reactance value of the transformer 1 and 2. If you follow this one, that means generator 1 and generator 2, then you just simply calculate for the transformer 1 and 2 per unit value. Is not? And then just to calculate for the transmission line parameters, reactance value given to you particular. And then just simply here find the equivalent reactance from this side, and rest of the fault current and short circuit MVA can be calculated. Okay. So Rahul, have any problem or we stop here today? In the next class we will discuss other things. Rahul? Hello? Hello? Rahul, are you there? Hello? Rahul?